Well, welcome back. Today, in fact, is World AIDS Day, a day many of us stopped and remembered those we've lost. It's also a day to take action moving forward, making strides to try and end the epidemic. And with us is from the Health Assessment and Research for Communities, or HARC, is Jenna LeCount-Heinle. First of all, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, we talk about it's a day to remember those we've lost, right? It's an important day.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, and the other thing is what HARC is doing in the community is so important because you want people to get tested, right?
That's absolutely
true. It can make a huge difference.
It can. This is one of those epidemics that can end. This could be like polio. Essentially, if everyone who has HIV were to be connected to care,
and get meds.
Yeah. It would be stop the transference of HIV and AIDS, and this could be over within a generation. But the problem is, there's an estimated 1.1 million people living with HIV and AIDS in the United States today. And the CDC estimates that about 15% of them don't know they have it. And the only way to have it, to know is to get tested.
Yeah.
And here in our Coachella Valley, our most recent data shows that 53% of local adults have never been tested for HIV, not once.
And isn't it up to the person to be proactive?
They absolutely should.
And their physician as well to tell them, get tested, right?
Yes, we did some research with Desert AIDS Project to look at why people get tested for HIV and why they don't get tested. And one of the #1 reasons was really about, A, they don't think they're at risk, which is untrue.
Everybody is
at risk. And B, their doctor hadn't offered it to them. Whereas the people who had been tested, one of their primary reasons for getting tested was, my doctor offered it. So it's very clear that we need to be proactive. If your doctor's not offering it, you need to ask for it.
It's your life. It's your health. Yeah.
And one of the great things about the Coachella Valley is that it's never been easier to get tested for HIV. You can get tested if you have insurance. The next time you're at your primary, just ask, I'd like to be tested for HIV. If you don't have insurance or you don't want it documented on that, Desert AIDS Project has a wealth of free HIV testing. You can go in anytime. They even have HIV testing in places like the Revival stores or Walgreens. I mean, it has really never been easier.
So no reason to not get tested.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's all about, quality of life, length of life, so that if you do get tested and it's positive, there are ways you can maintain and still be healthy, right?
Absolutely. It's as I say, it's never been easier to get tested. It's also never had such a great outlook for people with HIV.
Yeah, and that's the positive part of things. All
yes.
right, thank you so much. And we'll have more on World AIDS Day at 5. And right now, we'll be right back.